All right, everybody. I am back as of last week. I don't know if most of you got for most of you guys who know or do not know, there was a bad snowstorm last week. So and then there was no electricity. So I took the week off last week. But first I want to send my prayers to everyone out in Texas and in Dallas whose homes were damaged, and I'm hoping that we you guys find a way to get the homes repaired. But this is episode 7. We are going over the Slim Shady LP by Eminem, which is the major label debut released by Eminem on February 23rd of 1999 through Aftermath Entertainment and Interscope Records. What the Slim Shady LP is was recorded in Ferndale, Michigan, following Eminem's recruitment with Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, and featuring production from Dr. Dre, the Bass Brothers, and Eminem himself. Recording for this album took place between 1997 and 1998. The album spawned 4 singles: Just Don't Give a, My Name Is, Role Model, and Guilty Conscious. Now, the musical styles featured on this album is a combination of between West Coast hip hop, G-funk, horrorcore musical styles. The majority of the Slim Shady LP's lyrical content is written from the perspective of Eminem's alter ego, Slim Shady, whom he created on the Slim Shady EP. The Slim Shady LP contains cartoonish depictions of violence and heavy use of profanity, which Eminem referred to as made-up tales of trailer park stuff, describing it as a horror film esquire, in that it is solely for entertainment value. Although many of the lyrics on the album are considered to be satirical, Eminem depicts his frustrations of living in poverty. The Slim Shady LP debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, just below TLC's Fan Mail, and number 1 on the top R&B hip hop album charts. It received commercial and critical success, with critics praising Eminem for his unique lyrical style, dark humor lyrics, and eccentric personality. The first single, My Name Is, became Eminem's first entry on the Billboard Hot 100. It won Best Rap Album at the 2000 Grammy Awards, while My Name Is won Best Solo Rap Performance. In 2000, the Slim Shady LP was certified quadruple platinum, 4 times platinum, by the Record Industry Association of America. Now, the background of this album: Eminem began rapping at age 14, which in 1996, his debut album entitled Infinite, which was an independent album, was recorded at the Basement, which is a recording studio owned by the Bass Brothers, was released under their independent record label Web Entertainment. However, the album caused disappointment. The disappointment of the album of Infinite inspired Eminem to create the alter ego Slim Shady, and Slim Shady served as Eminem's vent for his frustrations. Around the spring of 97, he recorded the 8-song extended EP, the Slim Shady EP. Around that time, Eminem and his then girlfriend Kim were living in a high crime neighborhood with their newborn daughter Haley, where their house was burglarized numerous times. After being evicted from the home, Eminem ended up traveling to Los Angeles to participate in Rap Olympics, which was an annual nationwide rap battle. He came in second place, and then the staff at Interscope Records attended the Rap Olympics, sent a copy of the Slim Shady EP over to the CEO company of Interscope, Jimmy Iovine, and the tape was then forwarded to Dr. Dre of Aftermath Entertainment. Dr. Dre recalls, "In my entire career in the music industry, I have never found anything from a demo tape or a CD. When Jimmy played this, I said, find them now." So people were telling Dre not to sign him because lyric like you were thinking like a white rapper signed a. I'm like, you got to do it. So some urged Dr. Dre not to take a chance on Eminem because he was white, but Dre responded, I don't give a F if you're purple. If you kick it, I'm working with you. So despite people telling him not to sign Eminem, Eminem and Dr. Dre began working on the album together, which lead to Eminem signing to Aftermath. Eminem has idolized Dr. Dre since listening to NWA as a teenager, which Eminem says, I don't want to starstruck or kiss his ass too much. I'm just a little white boy from Detroit. I've never seen stars, let alone Dr. Dre. However, Eminem became more comfortable working with Dre after a series of highly productive recording sessions. Eminem recalls every beat he would make, I had a rhyme for. He later says, every time I sat down with a pen, everything was like, F this. Basically, he was just saying F what everybody thinks. On the first day, Eminem and Dre finished My Name Is within an hour. 3 other songs, including Role Model, were recorded that day. 97 Bonnie and Clyde, which was formerly featured on the Slim Shady EP as Just the Two of Us, was re-recorded for the Slim Shady LP to feature his daughter Haley's vocals. Because the song focuses on his girlfriend's the disposing of his girlfriend's corpse, Eminem was not comfortable with explaining the situation to Kim. Instead, told her that he would be taking Haley to Chuck E. Cheese. Another song, Guilty Conscience, contains a humorous reference to an occasion in which Dr. Dre assaulted Dee Barnes. Having only known Dr. Dre for a few days, Eminem felt anxious about how he would react to such a line. In his relief, Dre fell out of his chair laughing upon hearing the lyric. Kenneth Kniff is a skit involving a prank call to Eminem. After falling out between the two in the wake of Eminem's breakthrough success, Eminem instead played Kenneth Kniff on skits for his future albums, such as the Marshall Mathers LP, The Eminem Show, and the Marshall Mathers LP 2. So during the mixing of the Slim Shady LP at the time, Kid Rock was recording his 4th studio album, Devil Without a Cause. Being friends with Kid Rock, Eminem had asked Kid Rock to record scratching for the song My Fault, which appears on the Slim Shady LP. In return, Eminem delivered a rap guest verse on Kid Rock's song F Off for Devil Without a Cause. Now, the lyrical themes, most of the songs are written from the perspective of Slim Shady's alter ego, from Eminem's alter ego Slim Shady. Cartoonish depictions of violence, which he refers to made-up tales of trailer park stuff. Despite the Eminem's explicit nature, Eminem refuses to use the N-word on the album, which he claims it's not in my vocabulary. The Slim Shady LP begins with the public service announcement introduction performed by producer Jeff Bass of the Bass Brothers and serves as the sarcastic disclaimer discussing the album's explicit lyrical content. Later in the album, a skit entitled Paul features a phone call from his manager, Paul Rosenberg, to Eminem to tone down his lyrics, which they are violent, which they are explicit. So, Guilty Conscience is a concept song featuring Dr. Dre, which focuses on a series of characters who are faced with various situations, while Dr. Dre and Eminem serve as the angel and the devil of the characters' conscience, respectively, which the song draws inspiration from a scene in the 1978 comedy classic National Lampoon's Animal House. So, on My Fault, Eminem tells a story of a girl who overdoses on psychedelic mushrooms. And 97, Bonnie and Clyde, features Eminem convincing his infant daughter to assist him. So, although many of the lyrics on the album are intended to be humorous, several songs depict Eminem's frustration while living in poverty. When discussing the Slim Shady LP, Anthony Bozoa of Rolling Stone magazine described Eminem as probably the only MC in 1999 who boasts low self-esteem. His rhymes are just jaw-droppingly perverse, breaking a minimum wage life devoid of hope, flushed with rage and weaned on sci-fi and slasher flicks. Now, look, in the first week, Eminem's The Slim Shady LP sold 283,000 copies, debuting at number 2 behind on the Billboard 200 chart behind TLC's Fan Mail. On April 5th, 1999, the Slim Shady LP was certified platinum by the Record Industry Association of America. Now, after the success of this album, Eminem he was given his own label, Shady Records, which was founded late 1999, in which he also started recording his second album, the Marshall Mathers LP, which was released 15 months after the Slim Shady LP. It was The Slim Shady LP was ranked among one of its best projects of 1999, including in one of the Source magazine's top 10 albums of 1999. He was also ranked one of the top artists of 99. He was nominated for New Artist of the Year that year at the Source Awards, which he lost to Lauryn Hill. He also, then almost a year and a half later, he became the very first white rapper to grace the cover of the Source magazine in July of 2000. And later that year, in September of 99, on September 17th, 1999, Eminem's mother, Debbie Nelson, filed a $10 million lawsuit against him for slander based on his claim that she used drugs in life. When in the line, "I just found out my mom does more dope than I do for my name is." After a 2-year-long trial, long awaited, she was awarded $25,000, of which she received after $1,600 of legal fees. Eminem was not surprised that his mother filed a lawsuit against him, referring to her as a lawsuit queen and alleging that that's how she makes her money. In December of 2001, D'Angelo Bailey, who was a janitor living in Roseville, Michigan, was made the subject of the song Brain Damage, filed a $1 million lawsuit against Eminem for slander and evasion of privacy. And so basically, after the release of this album and the second album, he had legal troubles. He was getting slapped with lawsuits, faced controversy. But by his encore album, he pretty much cleaned up, and which he ended up going into rehab after encore because he took too many drugs. He was basically addicted to Valium, so which was good for him. And then he came back 5 years with relapse, which made him like a clear Eminem, like a new, like the rebirth of Eminem. So this is an easy top 20 hip-hop album for me. I can listen to this nonstop. My top 5 songs are My Name Is, Guilty Conscious, Role Model, Rock Bottom, and Still Don't Give A, the sequel to Just Don't Give A. I would give this album 8.5 out of 10. So that does it for this episode. We'll be back on the air this Wednesday. So like, comment, subscribe, follow my YouTube channel, and peace out.